as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second. Is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free?
Playing this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 39 yards.
Good catch. That was a fucking interception.
First on the road here in Baltimore. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First carry now for Justice Hill. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald, because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. He finds his target. Beckham. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Coming to you.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that.
You gotta start throwing the football. Better run that bitch.
Slam that window shut.
Then again, don't even run that bitch.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
It's only 3rd quarter, bro.
On 4th. Stafford over the middle.
Told you it's only 3rd quarter.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
Hey, you caught that bitch.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustment. Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Yeah, another touchdown. Here you go, 3 for 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson out to his left.
Get it to him.
Airs it out toward the corner
Get it
of
to
the
him.
end zone.
Ah.
And will be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Being chased out left. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Just said like that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you. And takes the field again.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
This is how they should have played today, though.
And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth.
Let me switch it.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Goddamn right.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So the flag backed them up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
Yo, I cannot see these kicks.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And they'll begin by running the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's out right at the 25. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Trying to get
in motion, the tight end. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Dumps it off to Edwards. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Missed that bitch.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
They got that bitch, too.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure
lucky.
the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle.
Let's hit so far with it. Hold up.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Jackson. And now this is intercepted.
You caught that bitch. Yeah. He said, nah, I ain't going out like that. Good shit.
Interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Down the left sideline.
Yo, he's 3 for 3. 3 fucking touchdowns, bro.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Odell Beckham. 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for them here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown,
and get to celebrating.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display.
Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Rams.
Oh, you should have fumbled and fucking touched that.
Atwell, 66 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
Awesome.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw on the move to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Up the middle, here's Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Dumbass. Oh, now we gotta pick this bitch up the highway.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time through the air. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called.
Yeah.
Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.